It was the white tiger shit that I mind. This little
Oh my
girl,
god, that was the dumbest thing in the
this
show.
little girl, she gets powers out of nowhere, bro. It is some Iron Fist type of not Iron Fist. My fault. Even though that show was bad,
Ironheart.
but I was some Ironheart type of writing in here. Like motherfuckers just getting powers out of nowhere, and I'm just
I don't know
like,
why she was even in this season.
bro. And
Like she was a waste this season.
waste. And she just climbed on the wall. She beating grown men up with
Doing
guns.
parkour.
So for episode 8, the finale, I think this did its job. As in, this has been a sloppy writing show for every episode. So why it had to, of course, have its sloppy writing at the end, right? You can't have a perfect writing show at the end. Nah, you gotta have some sloppy shit. Like you said, John, I like the him exposing, himself as a Daredevil. First, I was like, why are you gonna do this? But then I understood it. You going to the depth of wanting to bring him down, that you will expose yourself as Daredevil. I actually enjoyed that, and I actually enjoyed him going back and forth, like you said, John.
Yeah.
The thing that I didn't like was the bullseye shooting, and this is why. Because when Bullseye lined him up to shoot Fisk, the guy, his partner, Wilson Fisk's partner said,
Buck Cashman.
yeah, Buck Cashman, he radioed to Bullseye and said, take the shot. And then Bullseye,
Yeah, Powell said that.
yeah, Powell said that. Yeah, that's what I was saying. His buddy. I knew it wasn't Buck, but yeah, he said that. Yeah, and Bullseye, like a dumb fuck, he says back to him, "Wrong guy." So that gives him a hint to say, "Move," and therefore he doesn't get the shot on Wilson Fisk. Writing to not, yeah, writing to not kill Wilson Fisk because we got to get to the end of this episode, right? So I think that's dumb, John. I think that was dumb.
That was retarded.
Yeah, that was
That was utterly. Like Wilson Fisk would have walked past that window thinking everything was cool, and he could just blown his brains out, and that'd have been the end of it.
That would have been the end of it. That's why I hate that type of writing. I hate that type of writing. You know me. I hate that type of shit. When they throw that shit in there just for him to stay alive. And it's blatantly in your face too. But
yeah, this didn't need any action. Like I just feel like that was a waste. Like the hallway scene with Jessica Jones and Daredevil beating up 1,000,000 armed men, the AVTF.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, that jumps right
Wilson
into
Fisk going 1 on 100 and winning.
Yeah. The Wilson Fisk crash out. The Wilson Fisk crash out.
PG.
Yeah.
When he said in the courtroom, he says, answer the question. He said, I'll answer the question. That whole sequence was taken straight out of the movie called A Few Good Men, where Tom Cruise had Jack Nicholson on the stand. And Jack Nicholson was like, I'll answer the question. He's like, you want answers? So this was almost like a callback to that courtroom scene from the A Few Good Men.
Okay, gotcha. The crash out scene. I enjoyed it.
Wait, which one?
I'm talking about Wilson Fisk crash out scene. I just didn't like the fact. I liked all the killing, the armors breaking, the throwing people backs into walls, and it was some type of horror kills in there. I ain't gonna lie. Backs was getting broken, and that shit. And I actually enjoyed it.
Hey, Mortal Kombat comes out this weekend.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat comes out this weekend. Yeah. I thought it was good. I thought it was good the way they did it. And then the way that they opened it up.
But did it make sense?
It's something worse that didn't make sense in this than that.
Okay.
I understood it. I understood that more than what the fuck I'm about to get into.
All right, hold on. He's the mayor. He's still the mayor. Now he knows he's going to get kicked out of office.
He was done.
Like where? where is the sense in you going to just beat up everybody you see?
It was a crash
Like
out.
that just
That's
does
why
not make
I named
sense.
it Wilson Fisk Crash Out.
It was dumb though.
Yeah, a crash out is dumb. A crash out, that's what a
That's
crash
not
out is.
okay. But
Crash out
that's
is
not like
not
the
thinking,
character.
just doing.
That's not.
But
That's not.
he thought he was
Go
done.
ahead.
He thought he was cooked. He thought it was over. That's why he didn't accept the call. That's why he was like, all right,
The
I think it's
kingpin,
over. So now
the
it's time
kingpin
to.
is a mobster partner. He's a gangster. That's totally against. That's totally against the character.
But he didn't have nothing. He didn't. It was over. It's over. He didn't have no other plan. What was the plan? If he walked out of there, well, they was gonna get in there no matter what.
He could have sat in that courtroom, and when the National Guard came, he could have said, "Okay, I'm going to take the deal."
He wasn't gonna take the deal though, until the very end. Until Matt had to talk
Until
some
after,
sense into him. But
which I
let
didn't
me.
like that.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. It was the white tiger shit that I mind. This little girl.
Oh my god, that was the dumbest thing in the
This
show.
little girl she gets powers out of nowhere. Bro, it is some Iron Fist type of, not Iron Fist, my fault. Even though that show was bad. But it was some Ironheart type of writing in here. Like motherfuckers just getting powers out of nowhere. And I'm just
I
like,
don't know why she was even in this season.
bro, and
Like, she was a waste this season.
waste. And she just climbed on the wall. She beating grown men up with guns. Doing parkour, all this type of shit. It's just like, that was just trash to me.
Optically, it just looks stupid. A little girl beating up a man with a semi-automatic machine gun. It looks stupid.
Yeah, it was just stupid action. That's why I say stupid action. Yeah. And that's what I got to say about that. But I do like the at the ending when it got to the Wilson Fisk walking down and all the bloods. I thought they was bloods. How much red they was having on, but then they came up and while Wilson Fisk was standing over them, I thought it was a nice shot of it, like him above them, like above the city, because basically trying to tell a story of I've been trying to talk to y'all and trying to be mayor above him. Like it was a double entendre within that, and I understood it. Right, that's why they shot it like that. I liked the speech that he gave, the dialogue. I liked. I'm trying to save you. And why he beating him up. I did really like that part. John, you get into what you didn't like about that scene, because I know you ain't like some shit about that.
Again, none of the action was necessary in this episode. So to me, it sort of took away some of the steam of Daredevil talking the Kingpin down. Like, in my opinion, all those rebels, you know what I mean, like all the people to Daredevil mask on, they still should have stormed the courthouse. But Matt Murdock, Kingpin, and the lunatic pal, they should have all been trapped inside the courthouse with each other. And then Kingpin should have said, "Okay, I'm going to go out there," and Matt should have like stopped him from going out there and then talked him down from there, because that would have added more like oomph to the scene. But here, I'm like, okay, are they going to have a grand face-off, like a fight? So he's beating up ATF, him and Jessica Jones, 2-on-20. Kingpin's going 1-on-200 and winning.
1-on-200.
So now it's like, okay, they're both on their knees, and then he agrees to it. I just feel like there shouldn't have been any action in this episode. It would have been fine.
I agree. Well, no, I think it needed action. From
why
how they wrote it, it needed action. I think
why?
for an ending, the action was good. Some of it was bad. Some of it was good.
QG, what was achieved through the action?
Showing how the power of Wilson Fisk, how much he was basically mentally gone, and I understood it.
Okay, so what purpose did it serve in the show?
to show that Wilson Fisk was done. He was crashing out. He was done. He's lost. He's finally lost.
You already knew that when the charter was revoked.
No, but you didn't know how gone Wilson Fisk was mentally. You need to get that mental break.
But that didn't matter, though, because in the courtroom, you knew he was done as soon as Matt Murdock exposed himself as Daredevil. Because he's like, okay, I was on the ship. I can corroborate
but
the
he
story.
Was just, he was still intact. You know what I mean? He was still mentally there until he finally realized he lost. And that's what broke him. When she tried to put
out.
No, I was just finna say when she tried to give him the last phone call, it told him like this is it, like you better accept this. And then that's when he finally crashed out because he knew like that was it. He was done, but he was trying to keep his shit together, but that fucking did it. So it needed to show that the emotion, that part, and I enjoyed that. It's just the White Tiger shit in there, the some of the ways that they was running up, it was weird. It was weird directed.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't make sense. Okay, for some reason they picked the finale to remind us how strong the Kingpin is physically. To remind us that Jessica Jones at full power is more than a match for 10 armed men. To show us and remind us again for some reason that Daredevil is a quite capable hand-to-hand combatant. It also showed us that White Tiger, the little girl, can beat up an armed man. What purpose does that serve? For the show. For the story of the show, it served no purpose.
The White Tiger shit, I agree. I don't care about that.
No, Kingpin's fight served no purpose. Come on, man. You're going to fight 1 on 200 strangers?
Yeah, but that showed... But that showed how much he was gone. He was mentally out of it. That showed how much. I haven't seen Kingpin crash out in none of this series. So that was the final push. And I enjoyed it. It's just, it was the in-between shit that was going on. It was fucking, that's why I said stupid action. It was fucking, Matt Murdock girl beating up a guy with a gun. Like, not doing anything. Like it was the in between shit. Like I feel like if it was just Fist going off, and then he leading up there, and it went the White Tiger shit in there. It went her doing that stupid shit, and it was all in there. A little bit better direction with them running up and shit. Cause it was like, come on, bro, you just seen like 3-4 niggas die. Like, come on, we got some common sense here. You gonna run? Like I think we should have seen some of them just run, nigga. This nigga's going crazy. Run. That would have been funny. But yeah, I thought it had some sense in there why they did that. But at the same time, I did feel as if it did. That all being said, it did come off a little anticlimactic.
That's why there's no purpose to the fight.
Yeah,
there was no purpose to it.
This felt like a anticlimactic ending of a series. Like they just doing shit for the shock.
Right. Why did Luke Cage come back in Daredevil? Why?
Bro, listen, bro. I don't give a fuck about Luke Cage. And this made me not even give 2,000 times fuck about Luke Cage. I don't care about Milk Dug Head. I don't care what he's been doing, walking in with his suit, talking about I'm back, baby. He ain't say that, but you would thought he would have fucking said it. You, all they was missing was some fucking Genuine in the background with him coming in. But I just didn't care about Luke Cage at the ending of this. And they had some, it's crazy. They had some different shots of fucking Luke Cage. Fuck. That, God damn it.
Hey, we recording, man.
Yeah, we should have went to the recording room. That's on me. But
Definitely on you.
Yeah. But it's cool. We just watched the end of the episode 8. That fucking finale, bro. Luke Cage coming in like a fucking boo. That nigga went to work though. But that shit was anticlimactic. That shit was
Hulk, bro.
Yeah, that shit was anticlimactic.
So it was pointless. The crash out was stupid. the one on 50 was retarded. Oh my god!
I did like some of them action that was in there though. I can't lie. I can't lie about that.
But there's no point to it. There was no purpose.
I know, but I
It's
still liked it.
insane.
I still liked how it looked. You can still say it looked good and then say it has no purpose. We do that all the time when we see good action. Oh, this is good action. Has no purpose.
Okay, I'm not going to.
I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel
I'm gonna cook
anything.
you like I did last night. So.
Ah, you talking about when you got cooked, sir?
Nah, when you
when you defended Batman.
Nah, you got
when you defended when you couldn't give a L to fucking Robert Pattinson for some reason. Anyways,
nah, you got cooked.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, yeah.
Put in the comment section if y'all think Robert Pattinson failed in the Batman. But yeah, so this felt anticlimactic, like I said. Stupid action.
Okay, but you always talk about story, right?
Uh-huh.
Isn't story big? Isn't it the most important thing?
Yeah, it was sloppy. It was a little sloppy in this.
That's why the action doesn't fit.
Yeah, I agree.
Move the story forward. Like, it was dumb.
Yeah, I do agree. But I get what they tried to do, John. Like, I understand what the writers tried to do, but at the same time, to me, it didn't work. It didn't work. I could jump in their head and then understand it, but it didn't work.
How do we, the viewers, know it doesn't work, but them, the writers and producers, don't know it doesn't work? How?
From us watching. Now we know it
They
don't
had
work.
to watch it first. They had to edit it and put it all together. They didn't see that it didn't work.
Oh, you said producers, my fault. From them,
No.
They just put it out.
No, everybody had a part of the process.
Oh, I thought you were talking about us.
They don't know it didn't work.
But them, they probably thought this shit was fire, bro. Who knows, my nigga? In total, like I said, fucking, he accepted the deal. I did like with him. They was talking on the ground. They had a little bit good dialogue in this episode. Like they were missing in the whole season to me.
All right, let me nitpick the scene, okay? So it's not really a fair. When I say nitpick, it means it's not really a fair assessment. I think that would have worked so much better if they didn't have 1,000 people standing around watching. Like it would have just worked better for me if they weren't surrounded by all these people. Like if it was just Daredevil and Kingpin, I'd have liked it a little bit better.
Sure, but I kind of did enjoy them running up and dying. That's like I said, I like death, so that was funny to me. That's why I liked Invincible.
I'm gonna bypass that take and just keep moving forward.
I like death. I like when death happens. It's I don't know. It turns me on.
All right, watch. Shut up.
What was I about to say? But yeah, so he accepted the deal and talking about Wilson Fisk, and he goes down there about it. Fucking well, first they have a shot of Daredevil having dinner with his girl, and then the police pull up, and then he's on his knees. And he's like, I know how this goes. I used to be a lawyer. That's how we supposed to laugh. But whatever. He went outside. And then they shoved him in the fucking car. They didn't even let him get a fucking look back. They said, "Get in that car, boy." And
right, I was like, "What's the point of making his head go down?" Like, come on, man. He's blind.
Oh man, some of this shit is just funny, dog. But then
get in that car.
Get in that car, boy.
I let you know I'm here. I let you know I'm here without beating you up. Like, come on.
And then they put him, and then he went through the jail cell. Saw all the AVFT in there. Getting tired of all of them. I'm getting tired of that shit. I'm just getting tired of it. And I don't want to watch another season of this shit. But he's in jail now, and it shows Wilson Fisk on the fucking beach because he accepted the deal. And then it shows Daredevil in the jail cell, and he slowly smiles because he got what he wanted. He wanted him to leave because in the previous episode, I think 6, he said, "Let's just leave," and he really wanted to kick him out of Hell's Kitchen and not wanting to lock him up or anything. But
why did Daredevil want to go to jail?
I don't think he wanted to go to jail. Boy,
Like,
maybe
okay,
he
give
did.
Fisk a deal. Give me a deal. Like, come on.
Maybe because justice, I guess. I don't fucking understand. I don't know. He went to get justice on himself. You know, you got to be fair all around.
The governor was there. She saw everything that Matt Murdock did. You couldn't give him a deal?
Yeah, but that's to set up next season. That's all that is. To set up next season. I see through it. But and to how he's going to get out. All that type of bullshit. I ain't going to be in jail fighting the AVFT, whatever the fuck you say they fucking name, Alphabet Gang. And and yeah, but in total, bro, this was a mediocre series.
Very average.
Yeah, very average. I can see somebody saying it was good because they from the loving of seeing just action, and it wasn't even that much action in this shit.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What's the most memorable thing Daredevil did in this series, this season, action wise?
Kneeing Wilson Fisk.
So a knee.
A knee.
The only thing you remember
a
about
knee.
A superhero.
A knee to the face.
That's the only thing you remember.
But yeah, in total,
that's more than I remember.
Yeah, and I'm just being honest here. This is just me being honest, bro. I'm not trying to hate on this show. I'm just being honest, bro. That's like I watched Ironheart. I give this show in total, my honest opinion, not biased, a C for a season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. Very average, and that's it. Mm-hmm. That's all. Just stayed at average. Nothing else to be said. And I like Daredevil, but this wasn't it. This wasn't it. This was coming after Wonder Man. You hit us with this? Nah. And I don't think they knew Wonder Man was gonna be that good. I don't think they knew it was gonna be that good. I think they thought this was gonna be that hitter, and nah, it wasn't.
And it might be though. Maybe a lot of people like this because people in the chat on the live stream, they're like, "Oh, this is fire." I was like, "Okay, I'll see for myself. This was not fire."
They were, yeah. It just tells you about different opinion and different takes, how people take things. And I'm not gonna shit on other people's opinions on things either. You have it. Cause I'm not gonna shit on how other people take anything. I'm gonna just give out my opinion and just say this was mid. And I've explained this for 22 minutes of why this was mid, plus all the other fucking episodes, which was gathered probably fucking 2-3 hours of me explaining this is mid. So if you're gonna go in the comment section, and if you're gonna say wide camera this shit, and if you're gonna say things like, oh, you don't understand the show, you don't get this, you don't get that, well, I've explained this for 2 to 3 hours of different videos of Daredevil. So if you want to go to them. I'm not fighting people in the comment section. All right, John.
Hey, they can fight me because I'm about to give my grade.
Yeah, go ahead.
For this season, D. This was a D season. Nothing was accomplished. You can say, well, he got Kingpin out of office. Well, Kingpin got himself out of office. Like, come on, man. This was a D. It made Daredevil look retarded. Oh, no, you don't want to do that. I would have said, yeah, go ahead. Walk in front of that window. You'll be fine. Boom. Oh, you did. Like, it made Daredevil a mediocre superhero that did nothing epic. Qui-Gon, all he did was show that he could hear things.
Yeah. That's the only oh, my God. That shit was, yeah, you cooking. Go ahead.
All you would hear was, like, hey, let's shoot him. That, like, distortions. Yeah, he just looked toward the camera like, there's something, and he didn't do anything epic. Nothing epic by Daredevil. No. Like Netflix is always known for that old boy fight scene or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
No memorable fight scene from Daredevil in this entire season. 8 episodes of blah. Awful. Then of course he wasn't even being a lawyer. He was sitting on a cot while the swordsman was on trial for his life. Late to court today. Late to court last week, so he can make a dramatic entrance. D.
And there you go. D from John Bapp. C from me. I think your last grade that you gave last season was like a D as well.
Oh, it was? Oh.
Yeah, you hated that shit. I hated it too. I gave that shit like a D too.
Yeah,
so
by your grade, you thought this was better than the first season?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was. Not that much.
Okay.
Not that much. It was a
last season had Punisher in it. Last season had
Muse
in it. Last season had White Tiger in it. Like that was automatically better than this season.
Nah, you gave it a D though.
I gave this one a D.
So you thought it was the same.
But last year's was still better because I'll repeat myself. It had Punisher, Grown White Tiger for the one episode.
So you should have gave that a C.
No, I shouldn't have. Because these are both weak seasons.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I thought this was a little bit better than last season. I like certain things in here, but in total, this was mid. This is very mid. And put in the comment section how did you feel about this season, and this finale. What's the next show that's coming out? Lanterns. I think Lanterns is the next superhero show that's coming out.
Well, there's some animated shows coming out. X-Men 97 and Your Friendly Neighborhoods Season 2, which I never saw Season 1. I need to watch that.
Season 1. We both need to watch that. But until then, to the next episode, that's Peace from QG and John Bapp. Channel name?
Great Expanse by John Bapp 426 on YouTube. Holla at me.
Peace. Fuck you if you like Vanessa.